What's up, Kings and Queens? So another episode brought to you by us, the educators. I am Oba, and I'm here with my brother.
Facts was good with y'all. Facts over feelings.
And we got another special shit talk session
Let's get it.
where we go through our social media algorithm and see what kind of topics we can come across and what kind of knowledge we could bless y'all with. All right, so off jump, before we even open, shout out to NBA County. Got some decent content. But I never seen this clip. You seen this?
Nah.
It's hilarious. It says, "You think they trust you to game online?" Hell no, man.
Hell nah, man.
The 24-year-old, he missed the free throw. 26 for the game. And Aiden on hit 2 here to tie this baby. Lillard in the ear of Aiden for a moment as he steps to the line. Crowd trying to distract DeAndre Ayton, the 24-year-old. He missed the free throw.
But that's the type of shit we grew up on. That's the type of shit you need in sports.
Yes.
Build a mental toughness. If you're gonna do it or you not.
I bet. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm thankful that Dame's that type of competitor to call him out on it.
And on the flip side, Dame had a comment to Tyrese Halliburton. You see what happened?
Because he hit him with the Dame time jump.
You see what Dame's response was?
He's like, enjoy the moment.
So even there, he gave him his credit. They're like, "Hey, young boy did his thing," but at the same time, he should just be ready because he know like this is an in-season tournament.
Nah, for sure. And Dame been through this before. You knows who did the Dame time? Russell Westbrook, Paul George. You know what Dame hit his ass with? Wave y'all bye, nigga. See y'all next year, Slam.
Straight up.
Straight like that.
And Winston will never forget that.
It's a Dame like y'all can have this moment for right now, but trust and believe. We all know what time Dame's time is.
So we're gonna see. But I love, like you said, the competitive nature of athletes talking ish to each other.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of Dame time, I've been watching. I didn't catch too many of the Bucks games, but I've seen some of the Bucks games, and I be looking at like no homo or pause body language, people's body language, his body language don't be looking like right when Giannis was bringing up the ball. Like sometimes he be ready to get the ball and bring it up, and Giannis just take the joint and walk it up, and then he got to play off the ball. So I think that's the reason the Bucks didn't make it to the in-season tournament championship.
The chemistry is not all the way cemented.
Not yet.
No.
I think Giannis, he's coming off with the Drew Holiday. Him and Drew Holiday was locked in like that. Drew Holiday kind of knew his role. You bringing another alpha male into that scenario with the alpha male that you already got with Giannis, I think you still need some time to gel with. And then also, Adrian Griffin, this might be a ticking time bomb. His assistant coach, his top assistant coach, left him before the season start. Bobby Porter's calling people out. I even seen Giannis when Adrian took him out the game. He was just sitting on the scores table and refused to go back to the bench before. Like him and Griffin, him and Coach had a discussion. That might be a ticking time bomb right there in Milwaukee.
I did not see that. I would like to see.
Yeah, they was playing Boston, and he took him out the game, and like Giannis was like just sitting at the scores table and they was having a conversation. I was like, I don't remember seeing that. You rarely see that with a star player or any type of player actually that's gonna sit on the scores table and have a discussion with the coach. I was like, that's just crazy.
I'm typing it wrong, bro. You said against the Celtics.
Yeah.
But and that's the thing. Like you said, it was Budenholzer who was fired earlier in the season, and actually, what's his name? Dame's old coach. Skiles or
no,
Terry
Skiles, Terry Stouts or something like that. Stouts, but he was the head coach, the head assistant coach for Coach Griffin, and they had a discrepancy in the preseason that he was like he out of there.
Now the other thing too is that some of the stuff I've seen with the Bucks is just effort, which shows that they probably don't like this dude.
Not for sure.
Now, I want to know whose choice was it, though? So the situation, they're down 14.
Yeah.
He's telling him, "Don't worry about it."
Like, I'm good. Keep me in, coach. Oh, he carried that jump.
He did carry, so it wasn't like a foul. So Giannis like, "Why you taking me out?"
Yeah. And then look at this jump.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Adrian Griffin's a black dude, former player, so
Old school.
old school. Yeah. But I think he's drunk off his power a little bit with the things that he's been getting into, and I don't know if he's really running real plays.
Yeah, I don't know that either.
Yeah, so that's one thing I do know about Stotts and Budenholzer, that them dudes ran plays like crazy.
No, facts.
You understand? Now, granted, Budenholzer got fired because he couldn't implement certain plays, but that also goes back to NBA players where it's kind of like a lot of them don't want to listen. A lot of them want to do things their way.
I was literally about to say, are you going to listen? Are you able to be coachable?
That's why it's such a rare thing to get players to actually come together. That's why I say. That's why I always say chemistry.
Yeah, for sure.
That even if the Pelicans got all this talent, they still got to find some level of chemistry. That's why Lakers beat them just off of chemistry.
So beat the ass by 44.
44.
That's crazy.
And you can see Zion and Ingram was already halfway playing.
Man, they was already thinking about what they was going to do in Vegas if they won. They wasn't worried about their jump.
When I seen that video, I was like, how dare y'all even entertain that question like that?
Nah, for sure.
I want to see serious faces like, nah, we can't think about that. They laughing and giggling, and I'm like, oh, no. So when you sent me that, I was like, oh, no.
You already know what time it is.
I was like, oh, no. all right. You can't make this stuff up, bro. It's so obvious.
Nah,
so,
facts.
Like I said, be coachable. That's one thing that's really important. Like, please be coachable.
Yeah, the flip we're looking at right now, Aaron Rodgers. Like, just the fact that he's thinking about coming back after what? 11, 12 weeks popping his Achilles. I'm not saying he's gonna play, but for him to even like to attempt that, I think that's crazy. Like, I'm glad they're losing, so he won't have the opportunity to pop that joint again on the field. I just can imagine if he gets back on the field and he pop that joint one more time, you're done, man. Just sit your ass down, bro.
This says this is RG3. I didn't even know he had a podcast, but I guess everybody has one.
Everybody.
Either he has the greatest doctor of all time or he never tore. And they said this is from Destroying. Let's see what RG3 says.
Aaron Rodgers, what is going on with this man? He tore his Achilles. He's back on the field in 79 days. What the heck is going on?
Goes back to me being a conspiracy theorist, man. Either he has the greatest doctor of all time, or this man never tore it for real. Maybe it was a smaller injury, or maybe it was like partially or something. Because how is he defying science? Like, I read something the other day that was valid. It did say, hey, for example, DB tears his ACL, his position requires a lot more from his Achilles. It requires a lot more from his Achilles, a lot more pressure on that. As a quarterback, you just have to stay in the pocket. You may drop back and this and that, but still, it just don't make sense, bruh. Right. I've seen this man's thing pop on national TV.
Something that has been crazily improving is Aaron Rodgers.
So, what are your thoughts on that? Because I've been hearing a lot of stuff. I heard him make a comment about like they say he's walking and he's doing random stuff, and he's like, yeah, you can walk after a couple months of Achilles, but the fact that like he's on the process of playing, because what he says has some credibility in terms of either he didn't pop it to that extent, or these Bama's on some Kobe stuff going to other countries.
Oh no, that's how Aaron Rodgers is, man. You already know he had the semi scandal with the jabby jab. Like he ain't doing that joint either. Aaron Rodgers is one of them guys, like he got the money for it, so he can go ahead and get the best of the best regardless. That's why I think RG3 should have called Cap when he was saying that a quarterback all they gotta do is drop back in the pocket for real. Like you gotta. Especially with Aaron Rodgers, he maneuvers that pocket. Sometimes you got to get out of that pocket. Like that Achilles is still gonna do the same thing if he's at a different position for real. Like I just say, man, stay your ass home. I see you on the practice field throwing balls. Pause, man. Them just his ass, man.
Do you think it's possible that he can come back this year? What week are we in?
This is week 14.
So we got the NFL went to 19, 18 weeks now.
Yeah, 18 weeks ago. They just got four or five games left. Like they pretty much out of it. You're not winning the division. You're third place.
Bro, I seen a joint they told
Right,
Zach
right.
Wilson, he's out right now, right?
Now he came back. Now he gonna be the starter.
But they said Zach Wilson ain't trying to play.
Yeah.
Because he
those
trying
are
to
the forces
leave.
first. Yeah.
He ain't trying to mess up his stock anymore.
Like the proof is in the pudding, bro. Your ass for real. The only thing you could do is improve your stock. I don't see how you could damage your stock. Your ass.
Who was the quarterback behind him?
Some dude named Tim Boyle, I believe.
And how did he do? Super trash?
Super trash, man.
I haven't really watched the Jets offensive line. I know they don't have no running back. I know they have one wide receiver.
Now Bryce Hall, he's a tough running back. They paid Dalvin Cook, but they ain't really give him no
I already know Dalvin Cook doing.
Yeah.
The fact that he went so long without getting picked up, that's already a clear sign.
For sure.
Sometimes these GMs and owners are petty, but they ain't that petty. Like if you're nice enough, they'll pick you up.
Nah, facts.
They
They got Gary Wilson, and they brought like hella receivers from Green Bay, to appease
yeah,
Aaron.
they did Cobb and all them and that other dude
Lazard.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay.
Ain't nothing the rest to go back for real. Let the Jets be ass, Aaron, so they get a higher pick, and then you go ahead and get you some more players. Don't mess up the draft stock, sir.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes perfect sense. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think he probably either it wasn't as bad if he plays this year, or he just kind of like trying to keep that narrative going. I feel like just to pump his own heads up, keep the fan base high and interested, and have something to look forward to.
I definitely like what you said with the narrative, especially his first year being in New York. I think he probably thought he let the whole city, with the whole Jet part of the city down.
For sure.
Especially the first series of him popping us the kids. That's crazy. Just to keep their psyche up.
Yeah.
After watching Zach Wilson, bro.
Oh man.
What can you do?
Oh, speaking of comebacks or lack thereof,
Oh man.
Colorado.
Damn.
What's your thoughts? Because I ain't gonna lie, I mean we're true football heads.
Nah, for sure.
I remember week 2 after their second win, or their third win.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you, and you're like the only person that can understand the fact that I was telling people, and you understood this too, that you're not playing nobody.
Nah, for sure.
And I don't know what your thoughts were. I feel like you agreed. I can't remember, but I remember talking to so many people who were casuals that were like, nah, they're gonna win. Nah, they're going to the champ. I'm like, bro, you don't watch college football, bro. You barely watch football.
Nah, facts. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was definitely on the hype train, but I wasn't championship hype train. I was more reasonable. I think they finished 4-8. Me personally, I thought they could have flipped that to 8-4.
That's why I feel like I thought maybe 6-7 wins.
Yeah, just in the last year of Pac-12. Pac-12 is done now. I thought Washington State could have got like an Oregon State could have got. Some of them teams like that could have got, but they didn't. As you saw in the field, Shador, he was the most sacked quarterback in college football. They didn't have an offensive line. That's going to change now. The big boy from IMG, they got the number 1 player in the nation from DC, left tackle.
Oh, he going where?
He go to Colorado.
Okay. And I seen they've been losing recruits too.
Yeah, they losing some to the portal, but it's gonna be a give and take. For real, when you go 4-8 and the way Deion came in that jump, just getting people out of there, I know he ruffled himself the wrong way.
He did.
And then the losing, some of the coaches are leaving as well.
Fact.
Like, listen, like Deion said, you better get him while you can now, because once he start recruiting these players, and like I said, you got the number one left tackle in the nation, number 1 player or top 5 player, whatever he is in the nation. He even said it himself. He said he calling y'all recruits out. He said if you claim your dog, go be with the dog. Go be with a coach that look like you. The number recruit they got.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
The one that's from DC?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight. I like that. What school you go to?
He went to IMG. You know, IMG, if you good enough, they grab him anywhere part of the country.
I like that mindset. Because even, I said, Deion made a comment after Oregon and blew him out, and he was like, yeah, this your time.
Now, for sure. It definitely is.
Do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? So I can respect that comment, but it was so funny watching people go back and forth and being so hyped. And that shows you the power of Deion and why the coaches hated him and wanted to beat him so badly, because it's like, we've been going for 10, 15 years, and On the flip side, I respect Oregon's coach because he acknowledged the fact that the attention that Dion has brought has benefited everybody.
Not facts.
But at the same time, it ruffles feathers because it's like we've been putting in this work, and now you think you're about to come in here and just become him? Or now you about to put 50, what they was 60 on their heads? Or
Man,
it was bad. I can't remember what
it was crazy. Like I thought it was like 49-0 at halftime or something like
it was
that.
bad.
It was crazy.
It was real bad, but that was interesting. So like I said, shout out to Dion. I know he's gonna keep putting in that work. So hopefully next year they can flip that. Like I said, 7-4, whatever it is.
There you go, the babyface assassin.
Which one?
Hey, put some respect on Halliburton's name, Slim.
Hey, and this is Halliburton. These players, these are my examples of. I tell people, when the ball moves and you play with an infectious player and you're self-aware, great things can happen. It's not always about athleticism. These guys going to play for him.
Not for sure.
Like he reminds me of a Jokic at point guard or a Steve Nash or Alonzo Ball, where everybody's running super hard.
And Kenny said he said Kenny Smith. He said he remind him of LaMelo.
Yeah, I see.
They got a similar skill set.
They do,
and they play similar. And like you said, because not everybody's gonna get plays ran for them. So he's gonna get them the ball. And when you're getting people the ball, that's when they play defense for you. That's when they dive on the floor to get loose balls. Pose. That's when they be setting good screens.
And the ball moves so well with him.
Facts.
Like the fact that he's getting no turnovers, that's
crazy.
Just crazy.
Crazy.
Like you getting 15 assists and 1 turnover. That's on a different level, bro.
Super efficient. All right, I want. Let's jump in a hot tub time machine. That's when the Kings drafted him and then trades him. How do you think the Kings are feeling right now, seeing Halliburton blow up like this, and this is a player that they drafted and they gave away?
I was like, y'all are ridiculous. I thought they should let go. What's his name? The defensive one?
Oh, Mitchell. Davion Mitchell.
Because when I seen Halliburton, he's 6'6".
For sure.
He can shoot. He can pass. And then he played at Iowa with THT.
Iowa State.
With THT and another player, which already showed me that he can play with other guards.
No, for sure.
You give him time to let him cook.
For sure.
You understand? But also, I can also say that sometimes when you give a Bama a whole team versus when they got to play on the side, there's a different spark in them.
Facts.
You understand? So, but I think Halliburton could have still been good with Fox.
True that.
I think just because Fox don't even dominate the ball in terms of like Sabonis leads them in assists.
Facts.
So if you keep Halliburton and you just shore up your defense, that's a great 1-2 punch.
Facts.
And that's the Kings' issue right now is they have no other number two.
Yeah, they don't have no third option.
And he's got this good the last 2 years. He wasn't this good with the Kings.
At all.
So that's the part where I can't even say the Kings made the wrong decision because at the time you couldn't foresee that he was going to be this good.
Facts. And you did get Sabonis out the deal, but
nah, you definitely not. Not Sabonis. Sabonis ends up being a liability in the playoffs depending on who you're playing. So that's the part where, like, it's almost like Rudy Gobert. When the playoffs come, if Gobert can just be pulled out to the top of the key and we can run at him the whole game and run off the floor, I don't care what you do in the regular season.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the part where, like, the Kings actually should take that L for lack of patience. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at us and Larry Markkinen, people say we should have kept Larry. And I'm like, no, because Larry still at his peak is not going to be that great of a player you want to build with.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you see Larry, when he played with us, when he played with the Cavs, and then when he has his own team, there's nothing that's going to be like, oh my gosh, he's a world changer.
No,
you know
for sure.
What I'm saying? So that's why, like, Tyrese is a different level. And when you have that point guard that moves the ball, it's a beautiful thing. And like I said, when I say move the ball, I mean, there's a difference in his 12 assists, Lonzo's assists, not Luka, Jokic, where the ball is bouncing around everywhere.
For sure, yeah.
And everybody's getting a chance to touch it. I saw what's his man name? With all the shoes, PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker.
He did an interview and he's talking about how like he goes through a whole game and not touch the ball at all. And how like even when a free throw gets shot, he's trying to get the ball out the rim to just rub on it, pause, just to get a touch.
Just to get the field pause.
Because he'll go through the whole game and never, ever. He's like, I'm just doing cardio.
Oh, God.
And I don't know if you saw the interview. Go check out Kristaps' interview with J.J. Redick. Very revealing. Where he said that in the series with the Mavs when they played the Clippers, I think, and he was told that, hey, you're gonna be in the corner. He said once he was told that, he was like, all right, I'm gonna be petty and
Yeah,
just
for sure.
actually stand in the corner
Yeah.
and not get that much effort. Now he said that, yeah, I still play defense, but nigga, no, you did not.
No, for sure.
No, nobody say I'm gonna be petty on offense and go have
Go
stand in the
hard on
corner
defense,
and then go hard
yeah.
on defense.
Yeah.
No, you did not.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So we can see the psyche of players when it comes to, like, say, ego, pride, or who has the ball, who dominates it, and how players play. So that's the part when I say that the way he moves the ball, like I said, there's only a few point guards. When you see Russ and all these Bamas playing point guard and James Harden, Bama's don't like playing with them.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't.
You know what Halliburton remind me of? My slogan at the end, bro, because everybody eats, B.
Yes.
Everybody eats, B. If you play with Halliburton, nigga, you gonna eat, Slim.
That's why I love even Lonzo, bro. You went from an unsalvageable team right now with 3 All-Stars to no one see with just Lonzo on that team.
Nah, for sure.
I think about that, bro.
You makes it easier for everyone else.
Everybody.
Everybody just play their role.
And I always realized that, like, even if I jump in the game with some kids and how we keep moving the ball, and we can play against the best other kids on the other team without me shooting, me just getting everybody the ball, everybody's moving hard. Everybody's
sure.
passing. Everybody's doing what they need to do. So you see it on every level when somebody has a great personality and shares. So I say shout out to Halliburton. It's interesting to see who's going to be all NBA, who's going to be all-stars and all NBA this
Oh, yeah,
year.
that's gonna be crazy.
It's going to be very, very crazy.
He definitely gonna be the all tournament, all in season tournament player for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. It's not the MVP.
Nah, for sure. Dude, we gonna see with that game. I think LeBron about to take that John down.
Yeah, so let's see what else we got here. What else we got here?
Yeah, we just talking about that.
Which one?
Oh, no, we just talking about sack, but you was about to go to the women take cheating better than men.
But this is what we were saying earlier. We're gonna go to that. It says the Jets want to go back to Zach Wilson as a starter, but Wilson's reluctant. When have you seen this happen in history?
Rarely. It's because like the simple fact that like it's only 32 of these damn jobs. We just that like, damn, that's crazy. Good luck though. Y'all did see that joke. Like it's only 32 of these jobs, bro. You got to take your opportunity when you can. Like, and then you're supposed to be one for the team first, all that. Like you got to put your pride aside, man.
Now remember,
Play the game.
this is a dude that showed no lack of emotional intelligence prior to all this.
Oh, for sure.
Never did. And even going even deeper, this is a dude whose mom, when he got drafted, said that I'm not going to stop being provocative on social media just because you're an NFL player now. Like I have my own life. So this is a woman that gave birth
him.
and raised him for the most part.
And those the type of women she hanging around because he was banging one of her friends.
So that just shows you the mindset. That like the best thing that could have happened was Aaron Rodgers stay healthy and tutor him.
I think Zach Wilson and Jaylen Brown would probably be good friends. They like the same age women.
Hey, chill. Hey, a lot of young dudes love a MILF. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even knock that.
Ain't nothing wrong with a cougar. Rawr.
But it's just kind of like the rest of your decisions you make in life is like, golly. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see what this says. This is, I forgot what his name was, but he's a rapper. Let me see if I can. Yeah, Trey the Truth. That's his name. Trey the Truth.
Okay.
So it says, women take cheating better than men. I don't know. But Poor Minds is a podcast with these two super thick females. They talk about ratchet stuff and just super over-sexualized. They have some interesting comments if they have a good enough guest. So we'll see what they're saying on this. Because I don't know if I can agree, but we'll see.
When y'all found out y'all been cheating
Ooh,
on,
yes.
then a nigga would ever take
That's true. Niggas be ready to fuck some shit up.
that nigga fuck some shit up.
That
Ain't the
niggas
word.
be ready to fuck some shit up
Niggas have died
behind pussy.
Let's be real. Do you be ready to fight at the end of the day when you find out?
I'm not fighting over no nigga ever.
Don't say never.
Dude, the craziest that I was in my 20s. If I didn't fight over no nigga then, I do not see it happening now. I'ma just walk away.
Niggas get too comfortable with risking me. So if you want to risk that, I'm gone. It's strict in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You see it in the eyes, Trey.
Look, I ain't telling y'all what you saying is
All
wrong.
right now.
So y'all single or taken?
I'm saking.
At the time you said
Saking is crazy.
I'm using that shit.
What you think about that? I think there's some truth on both sides.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna hold you. I think women do take cheating better than men.
For sure, I agree.
Any relationship I've ever been in, if the girl cheated on me, I would have got the fuck up out of there. Luckily, I didn't catch it, so
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, yeah, if I would have caught it, nah, I agree. It'd have been some furniture moving out this bitch.
Nah. Yeah, because that's the one thing I've heard different podcasts, and when I first heard it, it kind of clicked in my mind when they say, and females don't realize this, they say men love harder than women. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand what it takes for a man to actually fall in love with a woman versus a woman's always in that fairy tale love land. Like a woman could love somebody for 20 years, and once he dies, she's gonna find somebody else.
Oh shit,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying all women, but most.
for sure.
And the reality is that it always shows that like men go through a deeper depression if they break up with a woman that they truly love.
Yeah, especially if
Versus
she
a
the
woman.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A woman, depending on how she looks, it's easy for her to get another dude if a guy presents himself. So that's the part
100%.
where it's kind of like I can actually agree with that, because we sometimes the women slashing tires and burning clothes gets overhyped. But
Facts.
I tell young dudes and men all the time that don't mess with no married woman, or let alone even if a girl has a boyfriend.
Facts.
When I was younger, I used to think that was cool and get excited, get a thrill out of it. Then you realize that a man puts his whole life on the line for his wife. He sacrifices go to work 40 hours, 60 hours, 70 hours a week, makes all kinds of sacrifices, and to come home and to catch that. That's why you see men kill their whole families, kill themselves, kill their
God.
wives. That happens at a larger rate than a woman killing everybody in the family because
100%.
somebody's cheating. You know what I'm saying? Because of how deep. Because the man's like, damn, my whole life is a lie. Everything I've done is for nothing.
All these sacrifices I made, bitch. We got this big ass house. Only got one room to myself, bitch.
Exactly.
You got to go, man.
Exactly. So I actually agree with that. That actually makes sense. Now, I once go ahead.
And I'm gonna say, and on top of that, like I've heard stories of people getting cheated on. Most of the stories I heard, the woman took the man back.
Yes.
Men
Yes.
generally don't take a woman back after they cheated.
Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you this: do you think that's right?
No, for real, I think on either side, once you got cheated on, the level of respect and trust is not gonna be there. So I think, even if you cheat and the girl try to take you back, I think you should give her some time if that's what you want to do, or just scrap it all together because she's not gonna view you the same.
Now, I'll say this: I see what you're saying, but when you come down to biology, there's a reason scientifically why a woman even takes us back most of the time. It's because at the end of the day, our biology is to procreate or just to have sex.
For sure.
That's our natural biology, not based on society. Like when we live in this, monogamy is a Western civilization mindset. Like when I sent you a video
Facts.
not too long ago, and he broke it down perfectly because that's the reality of it. We're not really designed to be one person, and not all men can get a lot of women, or a lot of men. Not all men have the access, but
Like you said, it's 20% of the niggas, fucking 80% of the women. So.
Exactly. So it's more likely a woman takes her man back based off his qualities, his situation, and because the fact that it's likely that the man is not in love with her if he's not spending a lot of time or energy or resources really. Versus a woman, once a woman allows somebody to enter her body, is the reason why she catches emotions and feelings.
Oh, for sure.
It's not easy for a woman to go have sex freely and still love her man versus a man can have sex with 2 or 3 women and not really care, but still love his main woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part where I feel like because of this mixture, because right now, this whole relationship situation in the Western world for the last 100 years has been a failure.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's because we're forcing these ideologies which aren't even natural. And on top of the fact that we're trying to act like it's just the same, like man and woman, we operate the same, and it's reality is that
False.
it's false. Like, it's gonna affect a man a lot worse because that's the one thing a woman has is her chastity.
Yeah, for sure.
That's her power is her vagina. First, the man, it's probably even worse that a man is spending money on another woman versus his girl. Most ancient religions speak about how if you do have more than one woman, you have to be able to maintain financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically, psychologically the same potential to all women.
Facts.
You understand? because at the end of the day, in human history, only 40% of men have reproduced versus 80% of women.
Facts.
And if you still look at it now, like I said, women are always going to go to the same guys, whether it's secretly or openly or in a cut. But because of public perception, ideologies, media, most women are like, nah, I ain't never doing that.
Yeah,
And
for
most
sure,
of them
for
are already
sure.
doing that.
Oh God. What Sister say? Shit, you got him for the week. I got him for the weekend, Slum. And she was cool with this shit, Slum.
And my point is, then you have a generation of women who are cool with it because just that song. And that's why it takes them to
The generation before that, shit, Whitney Houston had a song with that John too.
exactly. And then think
That's how
about a
they
lot of our
do.
grandmothers. My grandmother was, I think, a third or fourth wife. So we're not even that far removed from
Nah, for sure.
having grandparents. Even a lot of our grandfathers,
Papa was a Rolling
Exactly.
Stone.
and he took care of that family over there, he took care of this family over here, and he kept it separate. Because emotionally, y'all didn't grow up in a society where like you're gonna work together.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the part where I say that, like I said, I don't think the cheating thing is the same effect. Now I can understand like when a man's disrespectful about it and how he goes about it in a
He
wild,
blatant,
reckless
that shit
way.
crazy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? STDs, no self-control, trying to hit everything. That's when it becomes a problem because, dudes go overboard.
Facts.
I remember Andre Kirilenko's wife used to tell him that he has one cheat time of year.
Gave his ass a whole pass.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ronaldo, usually when a man has a super crazy level of status, that's when a woman's kind of like, all right, I don't want to see it. But you have also other cases where, like, if a man says it up front, it's up to the woman to decide.
I be trying to tell my students that all the time. Would you rather have a lying hoe or an honest hoe? If you're upfront with the people, it's like, hey, I'm talking to X, Y, Z. You could get on the team, or you could play your role somewhere else.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something I always say, like, open communication makes everything a lot easier.
Facts.
And then a person's upbringing makes things a lot easier because if a
Facts.
person comes from that family where in a Muslim culture, they're probably going to be a little more open-minded if they're really in the Quran. You know what I'm saying? And they have a conversation versus all the sneakiness and lying and things that we come across where, like, at the end of the day, it destroys a lot of foundations just because of lack of honesty.
Facts.
You understand? So that's the part where I can understand. But the emotional intelligence of our people is super low.
Stupid low.
It's so low that you can't even have realistic certain conversations. So that's the part where I get it. I definitely get it on both sides, though. I definitely understand both sides. Let's see. Which one you think? Shorty right here be saying some real stuff.
Let's see what you're talking
Let's see what
about.
you're talking about.
The time when women break up with somebody and you go back and ask them, oh my gosh, what happened? They be like, girl, he was this, he was that. I can't believe he did this. Like, what did you do? Nothing. I was perfect.
Oh, God.
The time when women break up with somebody.
Shorty be speaking that real all the time.
Not for sure.
And none of these cases, it was one thing, understand, I know a lot of y'all have weak minds or exaggerated minds. Nothing's ever absolute or all. You understand? There's always cases where, like, there's some people who don't do these things. You know what I'm saying? Some people who do. So even when she says, every time a woman, she's not saying every woman. Because, you know, women
sure.
jump in and be like, nah, I don't do that. She's generalizing. And it's like, nah, but this is the majority, though.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
Like, you ask any woman, the Tyrese wife, you seen her videos going viral like the last month or two?
No, I see that, John. What happened with that one?
Basically, she's admitting that, like, she messed up the relationship. She allowed all her friends and her peers to destroy her mindset while she's in a relationship, which caused her getting divorced. You feel me? And that's a rare thing. And she was being accountable and the open. And my point is that that's a rare case.
Give you a round of applause.
Yes.
Miss Ma'am.
Yes. I wish I could find the video, but I ain't trying to take too much time to find it. But yeah, Tyrese's ex-wife. And accountability is kryptonite to a lot of women. You feel me? It is. And it's sad because that's like the gateway to improving our family dynamics a lot of times. Also men are being raised by the women who have no accountability.
For sure.
That's why it's a vicious cycle. You understand? So that's the part where, like, what she's saying is on point. And I can't remember her name, but go check her videos out if you're trying to get on that process of accountability as a woman.
And she said another thing that women say all the time. One word: perfect.
Perfect, exactly.
Men know ain't nothing gonna be perfect. We don't give a
Nothing.
fuck about perfection.
Nothing.
We just want to be great. You could be great without being perfect.
Nothing, bro. That's a scary part about sometimes that mindset. Um, so yeah, yeah. Just try, like I said, try to pick somebody that's accountable.
And be accountable yourself.
Yes, I want to see what this says right here.
I think that's the John I sent you, and they was talking about what they're gonna do.
You mentioned that you guys like to have fun. Have you thought at all about how you're going to celebrate if you're able to pull this off?
Man. Yeah, once you know when some niggas looked at each other and started laughing.
Yes, the same they did with the Norris conversation. I mean, the Dallas conversation. You seen the joint Slam?
Mm.
Yes, he was sitting down. They asked him, "What's the best cities?"
Oh no, I think I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see
and
that.
he said Dallas.
Yeah.
And they all started cracking out laughing, looking at him. Kind of find out that's where he's hitting Mario Mills. That's funny.
God.
You know how Zion celebrating?
Nah, for sure, man. he was about to go with them damn brothels that Jimmy G was supposed to be in.
Oh, that's hilarious, though. Yeah. You see their minds?
Mm-hmm.
Tree and the females. Yeah, man. Let's see. What joint you thinking about? Let's see.
That from Book of Law, brother.
Where?
That's what this nigga read.
Oh, go ahead. Sure.
Like, yeah, Bronny supposed to be coming back soon.
So, what's your thoughts on Bronny?
I was just a wait and see approach. I'm glad to see he coming back on the court. He's gonna be back on the court. Pause. I think I'm excited to see him and Isaiah Collier play together. Pause.
Yes.
Cause Isaiah, he's top 3 pick for real. That's what's looking like. And see if Bronny could play his way into a lottery pick.
You think he plays with the draft is kind of weak, so there's a chance. Because when you look at this, do they have Bronny? Let's see what they got. So right now they don't have Bronny in the first round, and
I can respect that because you haven't seen him play yet. So
Yeah.
you got to wait and see. First, I'll say he got to see if he can play his way into the a lottery pick.
shoot, my man got to play himself back into the draft.
Nah, man, come on, man. LeBron gonna make sure he gonna get drafted. Or somebody gonna LeBron James Jr., bro.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, cause I ain't gonna lie. Watching Ronnie's whole career in high school, I ain't see no top player that can play in the NBA. I saw like maybe an overseas player, maybe at best a G League player that's in the G League, but to actually be on the NBA roster and actually playing.
And bro, we'll pick the Lakers guy, bro.
Let's see.
If they gotta pick, stamp it. They ain't got to pick in the first round. All right, they send in cash considerations to whoever.
Dang, they got a second round pick in 42.
Cash considerations to whoever for that first round pick, Slim.
Yeah,
who round 16? If he's still there at 16, shit.
What do you think Bronny can do? Like, give me a player in comparison.
Sheesh. How tall is Bronny?
6'3", 6'4".
6'3", 6'4".
Probably close to 6'3", 6'2".
Yeah. God, dog it.
And then remember, he's a shooting guard.
I will say, I don't think he could score like this dude right here, but Jordan Crawford is a guard that's similar to his size, but Jordan had a no homo had a bigger bag than Bronny did scoring wise.
Because Bronny's more so like I feel like he could probably be like. I mean, I'm not saying he can be, but he would have to be like a Marcus Smart or like a one of these, like I said, big guards that can play a little bit of shooting guard, but not really creating offense that much and not responsible for that.
Yeah, I don't really see the Marcus Smart. because Marcus Smart is a dog on defense. I don't see Bronny there yet.
Bronny's better at defense than offense.
100%. But I don't think he got that dog like Smart guy.
I agree. So what do you think? Realistically, do you think he should stay another year? Do you think, especially with this thing happening to him?
Yeah, me personally, I think he should stay another year.
Yeah, okay, I think so too.
Just to get his feet from up under him. Like now, if he come in and just dog it, of course you gotta go.
Sure.
But if it's like a roller coaster ride, just go ahead and take another year. Matter of fact, man,
if
you
he
might
has
want to take 2 years and wait for your brother.
If he has decent season, that's actually a great idea. I ain't think about that. That's actually
Like, I don't see why not.
because his brother's what, a junior or senior?
Yeah, junior. You give him another year. Shoot, y'all could be the Mosley brothers when they was at USC.
Okay, true.
Shit, LeBron ain't going nowhere. He dropping 28 a night on these niggas.
The way LeBron's playing, I'm like, bro.
Shit, he'll wait.
LeBron's very meticulous about how he plays, so he could last another 2 years.
Hey, it's
easily 3 years.
crazy that LeBron outscored your boy Zion and Ingram in 3 quarters. Nigga played 3 quarters.
They went out. They went out last night. They went out.
Them niggas combined could not score what this nigga scored, bro. It's crazy.
And then when they show LeBron 3 hours practicing, 4 hours before the game, I'm like,
yeah, I know what time it is now.
damn. I'm like, that's not good.
That's the thing.
44. When you watch the game, it's like, are they even there?
Yeah, they even trying.
I didn't even know they was in the game, bro.
They gave up, bro.
We watched the whole game last night.
They gave up.
And I'm just like, they're not doing nothing.
Shit remind me of my damn Commanders.
Bro,
Bro. But question about this in-season tournament.
Yeah.
And the LeBron lovers. I know y'all gonna try take this and run with it, cause y'all gonna say, "Oh, Jordan, he never got an in-season tournament."
Hey, it's crazy you're saying this because I just finish your question.
Do you think people gonna try to? You gonna try to be like, you know what? This is another ring for Bron. Bron got a ring.
Bro.
Like, nah, you still got 4,
bro.
sir. You still got 4.
Bro. There's a reason why LeBron is taking this so seriously.
Oh man.
Now let's say they trying to spin it as LeBron loves money. LeBron's very frugal,
Bro.
and he don't
care about the fucking 500,000, man.
And he really don't care about what his teammates are getting.
Oh God.
That's the one thing I could believe Halliburton or Dane when they're like, I could change a lot of our players' lives.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But LeBron is going hard for this because he knows the chance of him and AD being healthy 70 games from now is not likely. And one thing he can put – LeBron looking for any little thing that could put over Jordan.
Facts.
And he can say Jordan never won the in-season tournament.
Facts.
And that's why he's going so hard. The last game before this, he had like 30, 10, 30, 11, 5, and 4. And the effort. We was watching a game.
Yeah, against the Suns, yeah.
Yeah, in this Zion game, this man tried to take 2 charges on Zion.
6 charges, yeah, shit was crazy.
I said, LeBron's really trying.
Holy shit.
Like, he passing and moving the ball. He playing defense. He in the stance. You know LeBron, he started walking around, not going hard, taking dumb shots, putting his hands up.
Yep.
He wasn't doing none of that. He playing like the ultimate team leader.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, he's really trying to win this
Trying
joint.
like high school Bron.
Exactly. So that's why, going back to what you said, hell yeah, LeBron trying to get this championship.
No, for sure.
Heck yeah.
Sure.
He trying to do it just so that any little, you understand, LeBron's trying to even paint a narrative of being a good social citizen more than Jordan.
Facts.
And that's when it's going to be one of his his points. To say, like, I was like Muhammad Ali. I built schools. I cared about the community. You know what I'm saying? LeBron don't give a damn. Those are all tax write-offs. LeBron
Facts.
just the image.
Facts.
Image.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, when you go, all you have is the legacy and story you leave behind. He knows that.
Facts.
That how people are going to forget him.
Facts.
If he don't do all the things. We look at history now, we all know to see, like, people like Magic, Bird, all of them are starting to get reduced. The Bama, when I hear people say Curry is top 5 player of all time, I'm like, dang.
It's just crazy.
Like, I can appreciate the current players now. That's why I put Giannis in my top 10
Respect.
all time.
Respect.
You feel me? Just because of what he's able to do, what he has done with what he has.
For sure.
You feel me?
And that's small market, all that.
But I'm like, Curry or like certain players, I'm like, I can't be that delusional. Even Durant's easily top 15 all time.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But it's certain players where it's kind of like
top 3 shooting. It's top 3 small forward all time.
Yes, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. I'm trying to think who else would be better than him.
For right now.
Bird LeBron.
Yeah, Bird LeBron. Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. And KD. So
yeah.
that's the part where
And another thing for you LeBron fans, another reason why LeBron would never be better than Jordan, we're not condoning violence. But when's the last time you heard someone killing somebody over some LeBrons, nigga?
go ahead. Hey, chill.
Nigga still killing niggas over
Hey,
Jordan to this day,
hey,
nigga.
And that's
to this
one-
day.
Go ahead. And that's what shows you that like he know the shoot thing, he ain't never gonna win.
Ever,
He
nigga.
know that.
Nigga, ever.
I had first grade. I had a first grader. She's like, I got new shoes. First grader. I said, what you know about Jordan? She said, Michael Jordan, the bald head black guy, he used to jump high like this and put his tongue out. And she's in first grade. But I'm sure whoever got her those shoes or somebody kind of schooled her on who this person was.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Just based off the shoes.
They was like, fuck this history lesson. I'm going to give you a history lesson,
Exactly.
nigga.
Exactly. And LeBron ain't never going to catch that. I can't remember the best pair of looking LeBrons. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think maybe like the 3s or the 4s. It's like some way back shit, nigga.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so let's look at this. World Economic Forum says only the wealthy will be able to travel and the poor will use virtual reality headsets to travel. That's very interesting.
That's crazy.
Of means who are going to travel. And then there's going to be people maybe who of lesser means who might actually be able to use an Oculus or a Magic Leap or some other kind of device to travel to the same place, but from their own couch. But in many ways, it's actually going to create even more distance between those two people. That psychologically, and I think that we've experienced this through social media. In many ways, it's brought people closer in certain ways, but actually created this remarkable divide because it's even more visible, actually, the divide. There's going to be people of means who are going to travel, and then there's going to
It says, after battling traffic on your commute home from work for what seems like an eternity, you finally pull up to your rented house because you will own nothing and be happy, which is something you have to remember. You will see that a lot. You will own nothing and be happy. That's this phrase for the New World Order and the World Economic Forum. It says, to unwind, after you finish your delectable dinner of bugs, because they're trying to push you eating bugs, you relax on your rented couch because even DoorDash, all these things have things where they're going to bring you something where you can rent things, where you have nothing. Like everybody's trying to.
The rent center, that's just motherfuckers grew up on.
Exactly. And now it's going to be with every little thing you have. And then it says, you slip on your virtual reality headset, which is most people on their phones all day, also rent it, and go on a quick vacation to Hawaii. Not too late, though. You have to wake up and do it all over again tomorrow. Life is good. So what's your thoughts on what he just said? And where do you see yourself as a man, as a father, as a teacher when it comes to a future like this?
I say that shit is crazy. And you gotta be in a certain mindset to actually go along with this, for real. Because there's a lot of poor people who do not want to travel. Mm-hmm. They are comfortable being in their bubble.
Yes.
Like I have some students who never been outside of DC.
Yes.
So of course those people want to stay, but you also people that do travel a lot. I had one student, she went to Nicaragua, and she showed like the type of lifestyle that she was living, that her family was living there for their vacation, and she was like, they were wealthy there. And my thing is like, bro, like if more people saw that, I think they would leave America to be wealthy somewhere else. I think people, if you just open your horizon, open your mind, you could be wealthy somewhere else instead of staying here and struggling. I think if more people wake up to that, America could be in trouble.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But with the social mindset of America, and like he said, the social media puts people more in a more like box.
They're comfortable with it.
Exactly. You understand? Where people, when he said like everybody's going to get on virtual reality when they come home from work, people are already doing that when they get on social media on their phone. There's times where I'm trying to burn 20, 30 minutes trying to find something to do, and I realize, let me just go on the phone real quick.
Sure,
and I got to stop myself and say, let me just plan something out, or let me exercise real quick instead of getting on the phone.
Facts.
Now, if there's a space where like I'm at a school and I'm waiting for somebody to check me in,
that's
I'm
different.
gonna get on my phone.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a house, it's hard for me to just sit there and want to be on my phone unless it's right before I go to sleep or, you understand? And so that's the part where if I'm having slight issues controlling my attention or what I'm doing, I feel for the average person, bro.
100%. My virtual reality is having the Commanders win on Madden.
Hey, go ahead.
It ain't gonna happen in real life.
Hey, I saw a thing that said, why do men play video games? And it said, and the dude said, nice little escape, just like you wearing makeup from reality.
Oh God,
you
bro.
feel me?
Oh God, bro.
And that's a reality where I can see, like, I've always loved sports video games because GM was always the thing that I wanted to do.
Facts.
And I always realized, like, dang, sometimes I can get caught up in just doing GM stuff and not even actually playing a match.
Fuck the game, bro. I'm just doing GM
bro, I'm just
stuff,
making
son.
trades,
Hell
signing
yeah.
players, progressing players. Real talk,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
And I find myself like, I can find a connection between this and what I'm doing, but for the average person who's just mindlessly doing it,
that's my player shit. Fuck out of here,
exactly.
nigga.
And that even shows a mindset too of a person when they just my player and that's it. You know what I'm saying? First, as a person, when I go to a court, I'm trying to get everybody involved. I'm trying to play the right ways. I got balance yelling at me like, bro, shoot more. You can do more than that. And I'm like, bro, but I need energy on defense, and it ain't gonna help the whole team structure.
Facts.
You feel me? So that's the part when it comes to virtual reality is that like it has to be a balance. You understand? And people don't have that balance in reality at all. So
with the mindset, like even when I play franchise and Madden, I'm not playing the coach. I'm not playing the player. I'm the owner.
Yes. I'm
So
trying to control everything.
Hell
yes. I'm trying to control everything. So that's the part where the mindset of a person is going to determine where you slip in this society and where you fall in place. So we'll see though, but try to use your mind as much as possible and don't let virtual reality take over. Now let's get looking for a few more, then we're gonna wrap this up.
Don't let these people think for you, because that's what they've been doing. You're programmed not to think for yourself. They're doing it for you. You on autopilot for real.
Big facts.
Don't even know it.
Straight up. People think they're thinking for themselves. They're definitely not. Let's see.
Ant-Man gonna be one of them ones.
Go ahead. You said Ant-Man?
Ant-Man gonna be one of them ones.
Hey, I agree. He has that mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
He has that mindset where like, he has a mindset.
He's like right here. He's going at Butler, bro. Jimmy, like I ain't scared of you, Slim. Hold your head on my nuts.
Oof.
Oof. And this was the Ant-Man with the one. He rocked the 5 now, so he been like this.
Been like forever.
He been like this.
And he was in that draft class. Like, this is gonna be a legendary guard draft class.
Which?
Melo, Halliburton, Maxey. There's other players in there, but
was Quigley in that joint too?
Maybe.
Yeah. Sometimes I confuse Quigley and Maxey, just off the look. But Maxey's
they were
a better
both
player.
at Kentucky together.
Okay.
So I think Quigley was later on in that draft.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it looks like a legendary guard draft. Let's see what else you got here.
I missed them 3 extra large jerseys back in the day.
Yeah.
Niggas swimming in them shits.
Go ahead. Hey, go ahead. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting.
My daughter teacher called me and she said, hey, I'm just calling because, they're supposed to turn their phones in and receive them back at the end of the day. And I caught your daughter with her phone. She's 11. I caught your daughter with her phone, and she said she didn't have the phone. She just had the case. Later on, I found out that she actually had the phone. So I took the phone, and I'm going to give it back to her to bring home. But if it happens again, we're going to keep it. I said, no, that's not going to happen. Let me tell you. My daughter teacher called me and she said, hey, I'm just calling because, they're supposed to turn their phones in and...
Is the second part to this, John?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And let me tell you what's going to happen. I said, you're going to take that phone.
That's right, Mom.
And you're going to keep it. I said, I don't care how long you keep it. It can be for 7 days or 30 days. That's your discretion. Because what she needs to do is learn to respect you, and she needs to learn to stop lying to you. So, yeah, that phone is yours. We laughed at it, and then I got off the phone. I never said anything else to my daughter when
And that's rare.
Oh, facts. We was talking about earlier accountability. Congratulations to you, Mom. You're accountable for yourself and your daughter. And what's that? The left hand, right hand. I can't. You might be married. I can't see on that.
That's all thinking too.
But that's great leadership.
Hey, bro, you read my mind, bro. Because I was really looking at her ring, and I was like, this can only be said to a woman that's married, and said by a woman that's married or is level-headed, and he takes a woman that's married or has some strong male guidance at some point in her life. But that's exactly what I was looking at her ring. I was like, that's the right view, left-hand view.
Sure,
but usually when people FaceTime, it's the opposite.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
so
so
it might be the right hand, but
yeah.
still, she.
I think that's the left hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she is married. So, but I wish.
Need more parents like her in the DMV area.
All right, let's find one more.
This nigga got titties. It's crazy.
Let's see one more good one.
Man, James Harden with no hair is different.
What you thinking?
Let's scroll a little more so we can find something.
Let's see.
I seen this joint where they say 50 Cent he gonna
make a book, a movie, documentary.
Yeah, documentary. Yeah, it's crazy shit out there, Diddy.
Hey, I tell people this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Nah, for sure.
This ain't nothing at all.
Oh, for sure.
Because I told people when R. Kelly went down, there's a reason why they're allowing this to come out.
No, for sure.
You understand? When Harvey Weinstein went down
no, for sure.
and Epstein Island came out, I'm like, oh no, bro, this is.
And Kale tried to tell y'all, like, it's not me, it's girls. They really chained up out here, y'all.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This is nothing. Like 500 million, 300 million kids in America go missing every single year. And even almost way more millions go missing across the world
for sure.
Every year.
Yeah.
With all the surveillance technology we have in this world, I've seen many reports where high-level Supreme Court judges, FBI agents are caught up in trafficking. I seen a joint.
They committing suicide because they don't want to face the consequences.
Exactly. Amber Alert. Come to find out, Amber Alert is connected to child trafficking organizations, and Amber Alert's supposed to be finding kids.
That's crazy.
Hillary Clinton and the whole
crew,
Democratic Party has all kinds of crusades that they go to other countries and name a religion. And
did this shit in Haiti?
Some people like, y'all talking about Diddy, man. This ain't nothing.
Nah, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
Diddy just a small little piece.
If you see a black man behind it, it's about 10 white niggas behind that shit is doing it even worse.
And I ain't saying he's wrong or I'm not saying he's right. But I'm just saying that, bruh.
He ain't the only one, nigga.
He's not the only one. This is nothing. The fact that they're even letting his stuff come out shows you that this is showing the downfall of idolization of celebrities, entertainers, certain political figures, where like the next wave of power controllers are going to allow the puppets that we used to think that are running things fall.
You know what's crazy at school, right? One of my students, he had a "Make America Great Again" hat. I bought the joint off of him, bro.
Funny.
And I be rocking this joint. And motherfuckers be looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. I'm like, Slim, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I'm just here for the shits and giggles, nigga.
That's what I tell people. America's falling. You got to find your spot and find your peace in this world. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen, how it's all gonna go down, but it's going down.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you see this war in Gaza and all these things happening, and these pandemics happening in front of our faces, like.
And they tell you what's gonna happen before it's gonna happen, but people don't want to listen.
Exactly.
Like shit, Gates said it themselves. So if we get the effective vaccine, we could cut the population. Why the fuck do you need a fucking vaccine to cut the population, Slim?
He said it just like that.
Strictly like that.
That's literally how
a TED Ed talk, nigga.
So I tell people, this ain't nothing when you seeing that. And the fact that 50 Cent is in the industry too.
Like shit.
He's in whatever you want to call it, Illuminati, serial people. Like I said, these people are all puppets.
For sure.
All of them. And they allow them to play games of confusion in front of us. So we like, oh, this person. Oh, no, it's Weinstein. Or no, it's this person. Oh, it's Einstein. Or it's Epstein. Bruh.
It's wrestling to me. I be trying to tell them,
Exactly.
bro. They all on the fucking same team.
Exactly. So you gotta find yourself. It'll be interesting, but people been speaking out on Diddy. His bodyguards,
Nah, for sure.
former musicians and artists, everybody's been speaking on Diddy. They either went dead or their voices get silenced.
Nah, for sure.
You know
Or
what I'm
they get
saying?
away from that nigga. I love to see this right here. You guys should click on it right there. Black teenage siblings publishing their first children's book, bro. Congratulations to y'all, Slum.
And when you see Beautiful 3-1 this one, when you see like 21 Savage, that's funny. When you see these things, these stories, this is what shows you that there's hope. It's just mindset.
Nah,
That's
for
what I always
sure.
tell people, like, when you see people making inventions or crazy IQs at a young age, or you see a family buying a whole
block.
a whole block, it's just because the mindset.
For
It
sure.
ain't even nothing crazy you got to do. It's just change the mindset. What you consider normal, you got to throw that out the garbage. You know, just throw it in the garbage because we've been programmed in every aspect of life. And I promise you, these 5 kids have probably similar upbringing in terms of, they look like they're all siblings.
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Okay, siblings. Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, so clearly, if 5 kids, you can't get 2 kids to agree on the same thing in the house. The
Nah,
way
for
parents
sure.
raise their kids.
For sure.
So the fact that you can get 5 to actually make a book together, you can tell their parents had all of them at the same type of time.
Structured like hell.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
But the average parent is just like, nah, it's excuses galore. That's why sometimes
Facts.
I look at parents and I'm like, man, whatever you say, that's why I'm just gonna work with the kids.
Facts.
Because the parents would come up with all kinds of excuses to stay in the same spot or destroy themselves.
You know, it's crazy. I was watching a Charleston White interview with Cam.
Bro.
And he was saying the exact same stuff you talking about. He don't talk to adults. He only talk to kids.
Right. And the funny thing you say that is that's on my to watch list. Because people be looking at Charleston White like he crazy. I'm like, he just trying to get your attention to say this real stuff.
And that's what he said too. He's like, when he was wearing the bow ties, when he was in Congress, with all these congressmen doing all this stuff, y'all thought he was lame ass nigga. But as soon as he started saying ratchet shit, that's when everybody flocked to him. And like, if you listen to him, a lot of shit he say, it makes sense
It
like
makes
hell.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
Like, and people think that you gotta take a message and agree with everything the person says or
You
everything.
don't.
No, you don't.
You don't.
You gotta understand people do things for different reasons. I
For
always
sure.
say, if you make people laugh, it's a powerful thing if you're able to put truth in it because people can digest information through laughter. You understand?
Way easier.
Way easier. You understand? So it's all kind of, you gotta be strategic. That's why I'll tell people when you're trying to change a person's mindset or infiltrate a person's mind, you gotta be creative in your teaching process. It can't just be you talking at them. You gotta find movies, videos, documentaries. That's why I always use sports as a way to penetrate young men's minds. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And that made me think back when my dad used to help me do homework.
Mhm.
Like, if you keep asking me if you got 6 apples and you take 2 away, how many do you have? I'm keep giving you the wrong answer. If you keep asking the same question, you're gonna keep getting the wrong answer.
Exactly.
You gotta switch up the fucking question.
Exactly. What I tell parents, talk to a kid using things that they like doing.
For sure.
Use NBA Youngboy and analogy when you're talking to them.
For sure.
Use the Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon, whatever they're doing, as analogy. Put Pokemon cards on the thing, and they'll probably take it in way better in terms of knowing how to count.
You have a motherfucking mathematician on your hands if you just try to meet them where they are.
Exactly. So that's a part of. I feel like the things that we can do are so easy, and people think it's hard. Like, don't get me wrong, parenting is hard. It's not an easy thing in this society, but if you have enough of a good village, and you keep things practical for the most part,
For sure.
and you make some sacrifices, and you're accountable, then it's not as bad as it seems or as hard as it seems. So,
But in this society, it's a lot of grown people or grown children
yes,
raising children.
Yes, yes. Nas has a song called Second Childhood, and that's what a lot of people are living in, their
For
second
sure.
childhood. So with that being said, anything you want to add?
Nah, man.
And they always say, like, as people, even as adults, we are of another version of our childhood. That's what we are. And I always say, sometimes when you see the funny, mature person, they were funny and mature as a child.
Yeah, for sure.
So now when you see them at this place, it's just because that's something they've always been. When you see the super immature person, a lot of times they didn't grow that far away from, they didn't improve those issues.
Like Beyonce said, I woke up like this, nigga. That's how you woke up. That's how you grew up. You grew up like this.
Exactly. Like, I look at my yearbook sometimes from high school, and I see comments of people saying, you was always straightforward. you always, I didn't like the way you was always kind of mean or rude, but you always said it in a respectful way. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
And I remember seeing all those comments, and I didn't realize that I was been that way.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I thought it's something I started being that way at 22, 23, and I started learning. But I started going back. I started talking to my mother about my childhood. She said, you used to always look after everybody. You used to always try to look after your cousins and nephews and all them before you got. And I remember being excited to have a brother and sister.
Right.
So I realized that, like, that's like they call it like a superhero complex. As a young person, you know, people have different personality traits as a young child. And like I always had a savior complex where I always wanted to like protect and save my siblings or young people or teach them. So now as an older person, I realized that I'm just an extension of how I was as a child.
For sure.
Now obviously we all learn different tendencies, we build other habits and layers of stuff, but the foundation was already set.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So try to make sure you're pinpointing your personality traits and where they came from, how you developed them. Ask questions to your family members and friends that knew you since you was a young person, and figure out what things should you keep working on, what things should you discard. You understand? And make sure everybody around you eats, V.
Everybody eats, V. Learn yourself.
Learn yourself. You know what I'm saying?